Hey guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel and I am back with my computer. So today we are going to learn a new interesting topic, which is basically we are going to learn about text variables and taking input or getting the text from that entry boxes. So we are going to learn about that, and today we will be creating a basic simple contact book application. So this simple contact book application will get input of your first name and the last name, and when you hit the submit button you will save all those details to a text file. So we will be creating this simple basic contact book application or mini project, you can say. So stay connected with me and let us get started. So here I am in this PyCharm, and we have this code from my previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, then you can find the link of this video in the I button now. And if you haven't accessed my Python programming playlist, then you can find the link of that specific playlist in the description below. So with that said, let us continue with today's mini project. So we have this code. Let me run it. So here, as you can see, we have this simple form where you can enter the first name like this, and the last name. Basically you can enter the first name and last name, and when you hit submit, nothing is happening right now, but we will make sure that something happens when we click the button. Now here I have this entry. We have these two entries, and we have learned about this grid layout in our previous video. So here what we will do is I will add a text variable. So this text variable is another property of this entry widget. So here what I will do is I will take input of first name, and what I will do here is I will take the text variable, not here. Here I will do the same. I will take the text variable. So text variable, and this will be last name. So this is our first name, this is our last name. So now we have first and last name, but now these two variables are not defined yet. So we will define them. So here what I will do is I will add a comment, variable, variables. Okay, so variables, we have the variables here, and here I will say first name is equal to string var. So this string var will initialize this first name, or set this first name to be a string. So whenever we take the input of that specific entry, we will get a string value. So here I will get last name. So we have first name and last name, and we have assigned this text variable to first name for the first entry, and the text variable is equal to last name for the last entry. So here let me tell you, or let me explain this to you in simple language. So what we are doing in this first entry, we are taking input of first name, and in the second entry we are taking input of the last name. So here in the first name, what we are doing is we have set this text variable to this first name, and this first name will be a string. Okay, so it will be a string variable. So that's why we have used this string var method here, or function here. So we have first name is equal to string var and last name is equal to string var. So whatever data we will enter into these entries, we will get that data stored in this first name and last name. And we have this button. So in this button I will add a command, as we have learned before. So here I will add save data command. So we have this save data command here, but now we have to create a function as well. So let us create a function named save data. So we have this save data function. So in this function, what I would like to do is I will get the first name. So we have the first name and the last name, as you know. But now if I will print these two values, so if I will use print function and if I will print these two values, then you will notice that something is not done yet. So we haven't done anything yet. So something is wrong in this code. So let me run it. So now if I will enter, let's say Joseph, and I will use submit, I will click on this submit button. So here as you can see, we have py-var 0 and py-var 1. That means this is Python variable 0, Python variable 1. But we don't want this type of text. We want the actual name. Okay, so let me change this first name to let's say name only, and let's change this last name to password. Okay, so as we are creating a contact book, let's say phone. So name and phone. So as this is a contact book, I think we should add the first name, instead of first name we will add name, and instead of last name we will add phone. So now, and let us change it to phone. So we have phone and we have this name here. So now let us save it, and now let us run it. So here we have name and phone. So if I will add name like Max and phone like let us add a number like 708855 and something like this, and if I will click submit, we get an error here. First name is not defined because we haven't changed this yet. So instead of first name I will change this to name, and instead of last name we will change this to phone. So now we do have some methods on this string vars, the variables which we just defined. So we have a method get which will get the data, and we have a method set which will set the data. Okay, so we will get this name and the phone, and we will simply print that. Okay, so we are getting the name, or we are getting the text which we have entered in this name entry, and we are getting the text which we have entered in this phone entry, and then we will simply run this code. And here now if I will add, so here if I will enter a name, let's say John, and the phone number to be 9999999000, and if I will hit submit, then you can see that we have this name and this phone number here. But now what we want here is, we have the name and the phone number, but now we want this name and phone number to be stored in a file. So for that, as we know, we can use the open method. So not the open method, we can use file IO. So I will open a file. Okay, so I will use with open, and let's say contacts.txt, and the mode should be A because we want to append the contacts as file. Okay, so as file, and here I will use file dot write. So we will write to this file, and what do we want to write? We want to write the name. Okay, so I will write this text. I will use an F string, and I will write name, and this name will be the actual name that we get. So name, and the here I will use the \n, so we get the \n here, and then what I will do is I will similarly write the phone here. Okay, so phone, and here we want the phone as well, and then instead of printing these values, I will store this phone.get in this phone, and I will store this name.get, so the actual text in this name and actual text in this phone. So now we have this name and phone, and we are using it in here. So we have name, phone, which we are using in here. So let's say name text, and let's say phone text, and in here I will use name text and phone text. So we are storing this name text and phone text now. Now with that, we should be able to add this file, or we should be able to write to this file. So now let me run this code. So here, as you can see, we have name and phone. So now let's enter name, programming with Vedant, and let's enter phone number to be 98765432110, and let's click on submit. So now we don't see anything here, and let me close it. But now if you will observe here, so here you have this contact.txt file. So let me open it. So here, as you can see, we have name and the actual phone number which we have entered here. So we get this name and phone number as we wanted. But now here, let me show you one more thing. Now let us add another name or another contact. So I will add another contact like Tom, and the number will be 12312312330, and let's hit on submit. So after hitting on submit, we don't see anything, that this phone number is not clearing, this Tom, this name is not clearing up. So we want that to happen, and we also want to have some interesting label like contact saved successfully and all, and then we should be clearing these fields, and that's why what I will do. Okay, so let me show you that this contact has been saved. So as you can see, we have this contact saved here. Now what I will do here is basically I will add one more \n here, so that this contact will be saved like this with extra blank line, and now let's save it. And now here what I will do is I will go here, okay, and here what I will do is I will add a label. So we will add a label in this root. The text will be contact saved successfully. So we have this contact saved successfully text. The FG will be green, so I will show a success message, and that's why the color will be green. And the font, I will set the font equals to Helvetica, and the size will be, let's say, 18. So we will show this in here, and I also have to use the pack method, so I will use that pack method here. And now let us save it. So here, as you can see, we have this label here, which will be prompted when we save the data. And along with that, we also want to clear those name fields and phone fields. Okay, so let me run this code first. So here, as you can see, we have this. So let us enter a name like Helen, and the number here I will enter some random number like this. And if I will hit submit, okay, so if I will hit submit here, so we get an error which is cannot use geometry manager, which has already slaves. Okay, so here on line number, okay, so we have this error on, okay, we have this error in here. If we are using grid layout, why are we using this pack? So I will use the grid layout here, and I will set the row equals to, let's say, I want it to be in row number 4, and I want the column, so I will set the column to be what the column is of that. Okay, we have 0. Then for the button, we have column 1 and row 3, so I will use column 1 and row 4. Now let us stop it and rerun the code again. So here, if I will enter a name Helen, and if I will add a phone number like this, and if I will use submit, here as you can see, we have contact saved successfully, this text, and still we are not clearing these fields here. So for that, what I will do is, let me reduce the size of this. So let us set 14 here, and here what I will do, or let us remove this font, okay, and here what I will do is I will use name dot set. So we will set the name to empty string, and we will similarly set the phone to an empty string as well. So we have name to an empty string and the phone to an empty string. Now here, let me select all of this and let me clear this code, or this contact.txt file. And now if I will run this code, and if I will try to save some data, so here I will add a John, and the contact or the number should be 98765432110. Let me hit submit here. So as you can see, we get contact saved successfully, and we get these fields cleared. Now if I will add another field, okay, or another contact here, now we should also clear this whenever we added another contact. So we have to show this label, and then we have to stop showing this label as well, but that's something that we will do later. But currently our program is working very well. So I will add Robin, and the phone number to be 7878785454. Let us hit submit, and here we get these fields cleared. And now if I will go to contacts, here as you can see, we have name and the phone number. We have name and the phone number here stored perfectly. So that is something that we can do with Tkinter. This was a basic simple project. It was not something very heavy. It was very simple basic program that we just created. So it was a basic contact book, and you can update, or you can do some changes in this code as well. You can try to add some more interesting features. I was just explaining you how things work, and that's why I have created this basic simple contact book mini project app, as you can see. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next video.